Hey guys, it's Vina and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about all of the books that I plan on reading in October. So I am a mood reader. I don't really plan what I'm going to read, but this month I decided that I wanted to try something a little bit different. And so I got my 9-year-old sister to pick out 5 books for me to read this October. And she just had a lot of fun picking them out, and I'm excited to share them all with you. So the first book on my TBR is Seraphina by Rachel Hartman. So I read this book a while ago, and I only really remember enjoying it. I don't really remember a lot of the specifics. There are dragons who can shapeshift, and there's a murder mystery going on, according to the back. And apparently Maggie Stiefvater endorsed this book. So I am very interested in giving this a reread and seeing what I think of it now. I haven't read a book with dragons in it in a good long while, and so it's exciting to read a fantasy with dragons in it again. The next book on my TBR is A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir. I had told my sister that she would probably have to force me to continue reading the series because I did not enjoy An Ember in the Ashes as much as I wanted to. It wasn't a bad book, but I just felt very meh about it overall, and so I don't really feel motivated to continue reading the series. And so I told her that she'd probably have to force me to read it, and she took that to heart. So she picked this out for me. Obviously, this is a used copy. There's some pen marks on the cover. That wasn't me. But I am very hopeful that I will enjoy this book and that this series will turn around and that I will change my mind about these books because I do really want to love this series. I'm hopeful. I'm not excited, but I'm hopeful that I will enjoy this book. So the next book on my TBR is The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. I don't really know much about this book. I know that it involves fairies and it's kind of dark, supposedly, and that's pretty much all I know. But yeah, I don't really know much about this book. I'm hoping that it will be really good. I think that the cover is gorgeous, and I'm excited. I hope that I will enjoy it, and I think that this will be a great read for October especially. The next book is The ABC Murders by Agatha Christie. I really enjoy Agatha Christie's mysteries. I've read 2 currently, but I am planning on reading many more because I just think that the mysteries in her books are very well developed and interesting, and the twists are ones that you don't see coming, and I really appreciate that. So I am really looking forward to reading this book. And the final book that my sister picked out for me to read this October is The Girl the Sea Gave Back by Adrienne Young. She told me that she picked it up for the cover, so what can I say? I also picked up this book for the cover. I have read Sky in the Deep, and I did like it. I did have a few issues with Sky in the Deep, and I'm hoping that this book will be even better than Sky in the Deep. I would love to have this become a new favorite of mine. I am really looking forward to this, and I really hope it'll be great. And I have one more book that I'm planning on reading in October that my sister did not pick out for me, but I really want to read this book before the release of Rhythm of War, which is book 4 in the Stormlight Archive series. And that book is Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson. I've heard that this book contains a lot of information that is relevant to the Cosmere as a whole, and I just really like to read this before I read Rhythm of War, because I plan on reading Rhythm of War as soon as it comes out. As soon as I can get my hands on Rhythm of War, I will be reading it. And so I really want to read this book before it comes out, because then I just plan on focusing all of my attention on Rhythm of War. And I am very excited to read this. I am 99.9% positive that I'm going to love it because Brandon Sanderson has very rarely let me down, and the Cosmere has never let me down. I am super excited to jump back into another Cosmere novel. I know that this is going to be a 5-star read for me just because I trust Brandon Sanderson's writing that much. I just know that this is going to be a fabulous book. So those are all the books that I'm planning on reading in October. I will probably be reading more than this, but these are just the ones that I am really hopeful to get to this month. Have you read any of these books? And if so, what did you think of them? Please let me know in the comments, but don't give away any spoilers, please. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more of my content. I post videos on Mondays and Fridays. I will see you guys again very soon. Bye.